Testing.
1, 2, 3. Testing. Eat a tree. Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Testing. I have to pee.
1, 2, 3, 4. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore.
Hi, I'm John from Random JJ.
And I'm Jake from Random JJ.
And this is Talking Points.
Or something like that.
Boom, boom, boom. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Welcome back to Talking Points.
Or something like that.
Before we get into everything, let's go over some announcements. First announcement, we're here together.
Yeah, first time.
In forever.
Yeah, it's been almost 2 years. As April 2019 was the last time we saw each other in person. And so, yeah, we've been having actually a ton of fun this week.
So much fun.
So yeah, that's the announcement, or one of the announcements this week.
That's all the announcements. Goodbye. Goodbye. Have a great time.
We also have a new video coming out soon. We're not going to tell you what kind of video it is. It's not a laugh challenge though. But yeah, keep an eye out for that. We'll post it on our Facebook pages and let you guys know when that comes out.
There will be more laugh challenges for sure.
Oh yes, that's going to happen. We might even have recorded one while we were together. And then our last announcement is we're still working on a new Facebook page to kind of make it a little bit easier for you guys to contact us, send us messages of encouragement or recommendations or suggestions on how the podcast should go or any of our entertainment.
And hopefully maybe this Facebook page might make it just easier for you to listen to the podcast instead of having to go to Anchor or Spotify or something, just so you have that Facebook. If you're scrolling through, there's a Random JJ Talking Points or something like that.
Perfect, yeah.
So, again, though, our email still is rjj.talkingpoints@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'd love to hear from you guys. We haven't gotten an email yet. This is episode 11 now.
We are number 11. We're now in the double digits since last week.
Yeah, so we have yet to receive any mail from any of you guys. We really would love to hear from you guys. Good, bad, ugly, whether it's related to the podcast or not. You can even just say hi to us. We'd love to hear from you guys.
So. All right, let us get into this talking point or something like that, episode number 11. Our talking points today are going to be
my trip to Florida.
His trip to Florida.
So,
when was the last time you were in Florida?
I was very, very small. If you can't tell, I mean, if you'll watch our video, we're actually going to release this
back when
video.
he was my size.
Smaller. But yeah, you'll see in the video just how big I am compared to John. I'm a big guy, 6'4". John's.
If you see like the lap challenge, you see they're two guys, whatever. No, Jake is
huge.
A giant to me. He's like Hagrid, and I'm like
a normal person.
One of the tiny spiders in the second movie on the
But yeah, so the talking point today is my trip to Florida. So I flew out of Utah on Sunday the 7th.
Yeah, Sunday night. When he told me his flight, when he was coming in, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'll be here at 5 in the morning." I'm like, why? Yeah. I don't want to wake up so early.
So I landed here in Orlando at about 5 a.m. on Monday. John came and picked me up, and we've been partying ever since.
We have been partying and listening to music. At least we're in the car, driving out. That's fun.
Goofing off.
Even though it was super early in the morning, we were still wide awake.
Oh yeah,
having a blast. And what's interesting is Jake and I, we've noticed through the years, a lot of things if something was to happen, we both know exactly, we're thinking of the exact same thing. We don't even have to say anything to each other to react or laugh, knowing exactly what we're thinking. And we still do that in person. So
no, it's been a lot of fun, and we're gonna actually talk about what we've done this week so far. So obviously I flew in on Monday, and we just kind of chilled on Monday. We didn't really do a whole lot. I got to finally meet John's wife in person, and Raina, and I got to meet Charlotte, and we've all been having a lot of fun. Raina, I assume Raina loves her Uncle Bullseye. We're having a blast, having silly things. And
for those who don't remember, Raina, the first time she saw Jake on Discord or FaceTime, whatever, she just said Bullseye.
Yeah.
And so from then forth, he has been known as
Uncle Bullseye.
Uncle Bullseye.
Yeah. So John said, "Who's that, Raina? Who's that?" And she just looks at me and goes, "Bullseye." And I think you mentioned that she had just watched Toy Story.
She did just watch Toy Story.
Apparently, it looked like the horse from Toy Story. But yeah, ever since then, I mean, Uncle Bullseye just stuck, and it's one of my favorite things to be called. And so, Uncle Bullseye has been having fun with Raina, and Raina's been having fun with Uncle Bullseye. On Tuesday,
the next day, did we do anything? What was?
yeah,
Okay. What day is today?
today's
We
Friday.
did it. Okay,
Today's
I remember
Friday.
what days were what. It's been.
I know I
it's
said
been-
I know I said we record on Thursdays, but yesterday was kind of crazy, and so we decided to record today.
Anyways, so Tuesday we went to some of my favorite places to ever go and around the world is the zoo at Zoo Tampa. It
was super cool.
I've never been there before, and it was actually really fun. They have a couple of like little rides in there too. I didn't know for like little kids.
Yeah, it was super cool, and it
Cool.
was my first time going to like a proper zoo in a long while too. So it was really cool to. I mean, it was cool to see the animals, and it's cool to see those things. Like you're like, oh, that's pretty cool.
I know there were some animals I was like, I didn't even know that existed.
Yeah, we got a good selection of things here.
I feel like Jake's favorite part of the zoo was when we went to the stingray.
Yeah.
The petting.
The stingray petting thing.
petting
I was
pool.
there for like 10, 15
He was there
minutes.
sitting. He was like a stingray
Everyone
would come
would
by.
come
He'd
up to
pat.
me.
He'd be like turn around like this is so awesome. Go back. Turn back around. This is so awesome.
It was actually really cool. Like I kind of want to sting right now.
You get a pet stingray. that
Yeah.
would be a pretty cool pet to have.
Yeah. They're like, there was this one, it was so funny. It was like super into being pet. So like you'd reach your hand out and see you across the pool and he'd come flying at you real quick. You pet him. And at one point he was going up to get pet by the lady who was like,
It was like one of the workers there.
One of the
so he
workers
knows.
there?
He knows her.
yeah. And right as he went to her, somebody called her and she pulled her hand out and he splashed water like he was upset. Like, no!
He's like, Dig,
Come
back.
That's not fair. And so he like threw a fit because he didn't get pet. It was so funny. I loved that. And we saw some cool fish.
Stingrays
and-
are like the dogs of the sea, or the cats. I don't know. They're a pet of the sea.
They're super cool. They're still not my favorite sea critter. We didn't get to see my favorite sea critter, but we did get to see my favorite sky critter. And
What is
which
your favorite sky critter?
The great horned owl. I think owls are cool. My favorite land animal is a grizzly bear. We didn't see any of those. We did see a sun bear from Asia. It was kind of cool.
Not a sun bear. Was it a sun bear?
Yeah.
It said
Sun
sun? Oh.
It was an Asian sun bear. And then I think I saw a black bear. The thing was huge. I thought black bears are kind of small, but like that thing was huge. I saw his head. And I was
And we
like,
get
oh
black
my
bears
goodness.
just walking around here in the
Yeah.
neighborhood all the time.
We saw some crocodiles. We saw some cool stuff. But yeah, my favorite sea critter is the octopus.
One of the favorite animals that I saw, I can't remember the name. I should have looked at the name. But there's this bird, and when we went to the aviary, the last thing of that we went to at the day at the zoo was there was this bird. It's got like it's a small bird, a long like kind of curved beak, and it was jumping from branch to branch. I'm like, this is my bird. He's doing parkour.
Oh,
He was like
yeah.
parkour.
Yeah, it was like
Just
hopping
going
branch,
back and
branch,
forth.
branch, branch, going crazy. It was actually really cool. But yeah, that was a fun ride. I got to ride the carousel with Raina. She rode the zebra. She wanted to ride the zebra with me.
And Raina, once Raina goes on a ride that she likes, she'll just like, I want to go.
More,
Let's do it again.
more.
Again, let's do it again. And like, we need to go do the other things. We've barely
Yeah.
looked at half the park.
Um,
But it was fun. I always love seeing the giraffes. Just how giant. Some of the animals that they have around the world are just so big compared to like what you normally see a dog walking down the street.
right. Yeah, I thought it was cool. I thought it was a good day.
It was really nice. And what's nice is that you didn't have to wear your masks around throughout the.
No, yeah, only if you
zoo.
went inside.
Only if you went
places.
inside, we're in close quarters. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was nice to finally breathe.
Breathe for once. We
Um,
couldn't say the same thing for what we did the next day.
Next day was
Actually a ton of fun. We had a lot of fun.
I thought it was a break day.
No.
Was it not?
Nope.
Are you sure?
Yep.
What did we do
Yesterday was a
yesterday?
break day. Went to the park.
Oh, yesterday. Yeah, I'll just edit this part. I am so out of it. I don't know.
So yeah, on Wednesday we went to Universal Studios.
Universal Orlando Resort.
It was a ton of fun. It was the first time going to a amusement park like that in a long time, and I actually got to ride on some roller coaster rides.
We rode some rides.
Yeah.
The first thing we did, we went to Islands of Adventure, because Jake was so excited for the Harry Potter world. And we get to that in a second.
We wanted to do that.
But we wanted to do like water rides first. so that way we can change back out of that. So then he
Right.
could get into his whole ensemble of
Yeah,
wardrobe.
I bought a full on Harry Potter robes and sweater. Like I had it all basically. I was like, I'm doing this and I'm doing this right. So
So the first ride we did was the Incredible Hulk Coaster, which is where I used to work, and
that was cool.
it's one of the best roller coasters there. Honestly.
Yeah, it was like so you
so
start off, you get in your seat, and then they like ease you up into this plane, and then you're sitting there, and just
nice,
fires
and it
you
just
right out.
swings you out of there.
It was awesome, and
And
it was the first
immediately,
roller coaster I
0G
actually
roll.
rode in a long time because I'm about age 12, 13, around that time is when I feel like I got to the point where I was like, pretty soon is going to come the day where I can't fit on roller coasters because I'm too tall, I'm too fat, this, that, the other. But I actually fit on the whole coaster, and it was
Fit on it.
freaking. It was so much fun. I
We
had a
should have ridden
blast.
on it a second time.
We should have gone back at the end of the day.
But we were trying to do 2 parks in one day, so you gotta do as much as you can.
Yeah.
But we won't tell you everything that will happen because we got videos. But
Yeah.
we went on the water rides. We
Oh, that was awesome.
That was
We
fun.
were soaked. It was fun though.
It was so cold.
Yeah.
It was so cold for me. Jake's used to the cold because
I
he's
like
in
the
Utah,
Well, and I just like the cold.
and he likes the cold.
Yeah, I'll go swimming in cold water. In the
I like the
wintertime.
cold, but I prefer the heat over the cold.
Yeah.
Like I enjoy both. I'm an all-round kind of guy.
Yeah.
I like everything. Some people like strictly cold, strictly heat, strictly mountains, strictly to the beach. I'm everything.
Right. And we mentioned that in one of our episodes.
Yeah, we did.
I don't remember which one.
One of the episodes. You go back and listen.
Yeah, and let us know which one. But yeah, we saw some. We went to we rode Doctor Doom's tower.
Oh yes, that ride.
that was awesome.
That was fun.
It was a little disappointing
almost
because I
felt-
thought it was gonna go higher.
Yeah,
but
I almost felt like I was gonna pass out because we just.
Yeah,
I was so
it
scared.
Shoots you
Those
straight up
kind
in the air, and then
those
you
kind
just
of
sit
rides,
there.
I was like, I get scared because I'm afraid of heights.
Right.
And the suspense of just waiting to get shot out because that's not.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as you slowly going up and you're like, okay, come on, let's go down, please.
Yeah.
But this one like shoots you up, and I was like, I was like so scared. We finally got to the top when it shot us. I was like, oh, this is actually nice.
Yeah.
And then I looked straight down,
Straight
and my
down.
heart went. I was like,
He was like, and he said, yeah. He's like, I'm looking out. I'm like, this is kind of cool. And I hear John go, don't look down. And I look down, and then John's like, I think I'm gonna pass out. I was like, John, don't pass out.
Oh man, but it was fun, and I think that helped me overcome my fear. So if we go again, I definitely will ride Doctor Doom.
It was cool.
I'll still probably piss my pants, but
Yeah, I thought it was cool. I mean, I like I said, I was a little disappointed because I thought it was gonna go higher.
no,
But
it's not.
like
that
it
high.
shoots you up, and you're sitting there like, oh, it's only this high. Okay.
Now if we went to like
I thought it was a drop tower though. Like
should-
it raises you up and then you drop.
no.
That would have been fun.
we should go to Orlando and go to the slingshot.
Yeah. That would be fun. Next
I
trip.
would never do that. Sorry.
What? Come
I
on.
would never. Unless someone
what's-
paid me like $100 maybe. Next
Um,
time. I'm not
Next,
gonna-
yeah. So, but yeah, so we did that ride. We rode the
water
Spider-Man
rides.
ride.
Spider-Man was fun.
That was kind of cool. It wasn't like a normal roll. It's cool because they give you these 3D glasses to put on because there's screens in that show you these things and there's these 2 kids in front of us and I thought I'd be a little silly and be like really into the ride and so I was like Spider-Man and shit like oh no it's Doc Ock like anyway it was cool because yeah it was a different ride. I've never been on a ride like that and the way
That's
you're like
fun.
thrown around
I
you
know.
back and forth like it was cool.
We didn't get to Transformers. We'll do that next time because
Yeah.
Transformers is like it, but it's even better.
Yeah.
More explosions.
Yeah, so we didn't do everything because I need a reason to come back besides seeing my
Exactly.
best friend.
So yeah, we did that, and then we changed after water rides. Then
Yeah, the water
we
rides
went
are great.
to Harry Potter World. How was that?
It was great. I really enjoyed seeing not the full to scale Hogwarts Castle, but a big one because like I've been to the Warner Brothers Studios in London, and I've seen the stuff where they actually used and everything you see there was in the film, right? And even things that you see there weren't right. They didn't use it or they cut them out or whatever. And what they did to film the Hogwarts scene, they had this huge like.
To scale ratio.
Yeah, like a smaller
model.
version of the entire castle, and you're seeing it's like when they filmed close-ups of the castle, they're panning around the full castle. That's what they use, and so like you see that, but I didn't see anything
Not
bigger.
CGI.
Yeah, it's not CGI.
But to see it even bigger.
To see it bigger was super cool, and to kind of walk around Hogsmeade was super fun, and it was weird because like the Hogsmeade they have there. It's like the winter Hogsmeade, and so it's like covered in snow, and it's
And it was hot.
March here, and it's like 80 degrees out. It wasn't really that hot, but it was pretty toasty because for me at least, because I had my dress shirt on, a tie, a sweater over that, and then my robes. So I probably shouldn't have done that, but I wanted to get the full experience, and it wasn't as bad as I thought it'd be. It was still pretty toasty.
If there was no one there, it would have been amazing.
Yeah, if there's nobody there, because that's the thing, like, something, I never went to the Colosseum when I lived in Italy. I lived there for almost 6 years, right? Never went inside the Colosseum because I hate tourist locations. And I know I was a tourist. I'm not an actual native to Italy, and but having lived there, I'm just like, ugh, I just want to, just go in and go out and, like, know people. So I don't hate people, but I don't enjoy doing things like that because the people get in the way.
He doesn't like you. I'm just kidding.
No, I hate all of our listeners. No.
False news. Fake news.
Fake news. But like, cause that's the thing. Like, I bought an interactive wand so I could like interact with like the spells and stuff that they did there, and
Did a few.
I did a few of them. But like, I'm sitting there like trying to do something that's not working, and it's because there's this little kid in front of me that I didn't see, and it's just like, okay, I understand the kid's thing, and I get that, but I'm also like, well, I don't know. It was really crowded, really packed.
Still fun.
Yeah, and it was great. I mean, nothing against it. I thought it was. That's what's going to happen in those kind of parks, and there's no use complaining about it. And I don't feel like I'm complaining. It's just but it was so cool to see Hogsmeade, and it would have been it was super fun, and then we took the Hogwarts Express, which was probably the worst line we stood in.
Yeah, well, before that, we tried going on Forbidden Journey.
Yep.
And Hagrid's Magical Creature Motorbike Adventure.
Yeah, and I was kicked off of both rides.
Unfortunately.
I thought it was going to be because I was too fat, and it wasn't.
It was not.
It was not because of my
Not
big
too big.
gut. So the first ride, the Forbidden Journey, the pull bar comes over your shoulders, right? You pull it down, and they couldn't close it because of my shoulders. Like, it was cutting the tops of my biceps, and there was nothing I could do. I'm like pushing my arms back as far as I can, and like pushing down, and it was hurting my arms. I was like, I'm not gonna fit. And so the lady's like, okay, please step off.
And mind you, this is the way you get on. It's like a moving tram, like a moving walkway. So they can stop it, but they try not to. So it was all like kind of quick decision. Jake got off, and I was getting off, but the lady's like, "Well, you still don't want to, like, do you not want to ride?" I was like, "Oh," and I sat down. I rode the ride with her, and the whole time I was like, "Man, why did I do that?" So I've been on it before, so I was just like, kind of limp, like. Wee.
Yeah, so I got kicked out of that ride for my shoulders being too broad and my biceps being too big.
But the queue line was still pretty cool. Like,
yeah, the queue line was
the
super cool. Yeah,
like,
like there's like projections where there's like a door that opens and you hear Harry, Ron, and Hermione's voices, and you're like, what? And then they take off their invisibility cloak, and it's like,
and then you see the portraits, the paintings are talking
to each other, and Professor Dumbledore is like in his study, and he's like talking. I'm like, yo, Professor Dumbledore. I was like, this is sick. So like, it was cool to do that, and my sister's gonna get a huge kick out of that when she can come. So I didn't fit on that ride, and then John was like, well, let's go do the Hagrid's Forbidden Journey.
And so we waited. We had to wait for a while because we had to get a virtual queue line. So we finally got that, and we waited for a little bit. We were just chilling, and then we got
family arguing. That was
some girl. She accidentally spilled the soda onto her mom, barely, like on her foot or something. And the mom and dad got very upset. We're like, we're just like,
yeah, we're sitting there, and she's like, it's always me. I'm always getting covered in your crap, literally. It's like, blah, blah, blah. Why is it you? It's always you. And I'm just like, we're like, chill, lady. It's just a soda.
And I was like,
and
I'm
you're
sorry,
wearing swimming shoes.
I know, she was wearing water shoes. You're like, what?
We're like, stop complaining. Just go hop into the Popeye River ride.
Hop in the Popeyes ride, get drenched,
get wet, and you'll be fine. Yeah, you'll dry out. It's Florida.
But that's not our family. That's not our kids.
It was just ridiculous. We're sitting there and we're just kind of like, oh my gosh. And then on the left, and we both were just laughing, like, oh my god.
I know Jake had his wand. He should have been like, reducto.
Like, shut it.
Ridiculous.
Silencio.
Silencio. There you go.
I don't know your spells. Anyway.
Well, I said 2 spells. I just didn't use all my spells.
You didn't use the right ones. So.
Well,
Reducto would be the Reductor curse, where I'd blast him into oblivion. And then...
why not? Anyway, so we go into the line for Hagrid's. And
we're waiting.
We put our bags in the locker, and we're like, oh, there's a test seat. We had
so I sat down the test seat, and I was like, okay, it looks
maybe.
like a good fit. There's no like light that flashes.
So we go through the line pretty quickly.
Very quickly. The lady's like,
it was nice, but then the lady's like, hey, let me pull you to the side. Let's
check just to be safe. And I sit down on the motorbike side, which is the bigger side. and she's like pushing out. She's like, okay, let me try this. Try these different things. He's like, okay, unfortunately,
really
you're not going to
tried.
fit. And it wasn't because like my had thick thighs or anything. It's because the way my leg bends, I couldn't stick my leg out straighter, like a little bit straighter. It would have fit that way. But it's because my knee was at a 90-degree angle because my knee was my thigh was so high off the ground I couldn't push down the bar, and so I got kicked off of 2 rides, one for being too broad-shouldered and one for being too tall. Anyway,
Bum, bum, bum,
but
but the lady was super nice because
yeah,
if you are a guest at anywhere and you are accommodating and understanding, like, hey, I know, just be nice, they will accommodate you because they gave us 2 express passes
Yeah.
for that because unfortunately we were not able to ride. I could have stayed, but I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to Jake again.
no, yeah, and even if you did, I wouldn't have really cared.
Mhm.
But
Woo!
But
Jake, this
what was
so
cool is
fun!
by the
Don't be
time, yeah, by the time we decided to leave the park, we hadn't used those express passes, so we found this really cute couple that reminded me of me and my
We're like,
girlfriend.
let's give this to someone because it's
Yeah.
still a couple hours in the park, until they close.
Yeah, and so we
we're
were like,
gonna-
well, let's find a couple that would like looks good and they're happy and having a good time. And I saw this couple that reminded me of me and my girlfriend, and they were really happy and having a good time. And so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give it to them. And so I was like, hey, do you guys want 2 free express passes to any ride in the park? And
their
and
faces
she was
just
like,
glowed up.
yeah,
They were
and she was like, yes, and he was like,
he's like,
wait,
really?
Really? Are you
Like,
serious? Is
are
this
you
real? I was
serious?
like, yeah, man, all yours. And he was like,
She,
oh my gosh,
the
like,
girl
he-
was just like, thank you, and the guy was just like, wide
He
eyed,
was like,
oh,
like-
whoa. He was just so.
he was like, how did it? Yeah. So
happy.
anyway, it
So
was,
we made their day and
and that made us feel good. And
charity, one of the life principles.
yeah, we
haven't done that
We
yet.
haven't done charity yet. Next week.
Spoilers.
It should be this week.
Spoilers.
We didn't think this far ahead.
But be nice, because
Yeah.
people will be nice to you and pass that on. Be nice to
Yeah,
others.
there's this great video where there's a guy, he does a random act of kindness and it goes through different people
Mhm.
and
And
then
it
it comes
eventually
right back to him.
So,
Anyway,
that's one of my favorite videos.
That's a
One
good
day.
and then so after the ride we decided to stand in line for the Hogwarts Express.
Which that line was so freaking long.
There's
And
this
we were
one
so
guy.
thirsty, and then there was that one guy who literally, we were following the social distancing rules, like
6
stand
feet
on the
apart,
line,
or
stand
farther.
on whatever section of the line that said,
Yeah.
hey, stand here. And this one
We
guy,
would stop and he'd like walk right
Walk
up to
right
our
up
back,
to us.
and then we'd like look back, and then he'd look at us and he'd like back up a few steps,
like
and
a few steps, and he was still. Anyways,
Every
Eventually-
single time we
Eventually,
moved.
the funniest thing,
Oh
you're gonna
my
laugh at
gosh.
this. We got to a point where there's stairs, right? And he was
Yeah.
still kind of pretty close.
Yeah,
right?
he was
We're
sitting
standing
on the
our
stairs.
spot, and he's like sitting on the stairs, like a foot behind us.
And we were
both
very
of us-
gassy that
We
day.
were very gassy that day, so we were just kind of.
because it's painful to hold in your farts.
We were just releasing. We were crop dusting that guy.
Oh, totally. I was crop dusting that entire time, but we got to the stairs. Because that's the thing, I was super gassy. I was like, I don't want to be like getting tummy aches this trip. So I was like, I'm gonna release what I gotta release.
Like,
And there's
what
some times where
This is
there's
what happens
some
when you
pretty
don't
audible.
social distance.
yeah.
You get gassed.
But then we got on the train and it was short, but there were some cool things about it. But by this time I was super hot. I was really
Thirsty,
craving
hungry,
water. And
yeah.
liquid
So we're
and-
like, all right, we're just gonna
And
go
my
to
feet were
Diagon Alley.
killing,
We're just gonna
yeah.
go to Diagon Alley, get some butterbeer, chill for a second, and then head out.
Get some butterbeer, get another souvenir, and so we walked down Nocturne Alley, and I got myself a little.
Jake like Nocturne Alley. He's like, whoa.
Yeah,
this
it was like
pretty
it was
cool.
super
It was
small,
dark.
but it was like really kind of cool.
No one ever really goes to Nocturne Alley, so it's always kind
Yeah.
of like.
And it
for your
was we
people.
were in the shade, and because it's in this
Nice
little
and
nook, it kind
cool.
of gets a little breeze.
Mhm.
Yeah, it was great, and so I got myself a little plushy baby Aragog spider.
You little spider.
Here, I'll go grab it to show the people who are gonna watch the video, and I'm shaking everything.
All right, I will do some ASMR. Hi. My name is John, and pretty soon I'll be coming out with a video series of ASMR. And actually, I am just kidding. I'm not actually. No, I'm not actually gonna come out with a little video series of ASMR.
Yeah, no, we're not doing that. But yeah, so this is this little spider I got. I'm terrified. Okay, not terrified. We kind of talked about in our fear episode spiders.
One of our most popular episodes.
Yeah, but I saw a little Aragog and I was like, that's kind of cute. So I got myself a little spider in Nocturne Alley, and we went to Wheezy's Wizarding Wheezes. We got some butterbeer. Went to Ollivander's.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, we didn't see everything. The dragon didn't breathe.
Yeah,
I
some-
wouldn't have
some-
fit on the Green Gots ride anyway,
No,
so
yeah,
we didn't
if
do
you,
that.
If you didn't fit on Hagrid's, you definitely not fit on.
Which-
Green Gots.
A big guy not fitting on Hagrid's ride, like, come on.
It's Hagrid. Hagrid fit on his
He's
motorcycle.
16 feet tall.
How
I'm
could-
only 6'4". Come on. He's probably like 1,000 pounds, and I'm over here like, you know, 320.
Maybe Hagrid's legs are really, really short, and so that's the only way he can fit. But anyway, so yeah, we had a good time. That's when after we left
Yeah, we
Dragon
decided to
Alley,
leave
we,
after
we gave the
that,
tickets
and-
to the couple, and we walked around,
We got some good
and-
footage, and
and then we
we
left.
and it was
fun.
a good day. And then we had
We were
What did we
towards
used
the
to
end
do
of the day,
that night?
our voices were like gone because before
well,
we even got
not
to
just,
the
not
park-
just towards the end of the day, the beginning of the day.
It's true.
Because our video starts off with us
We-
going, yeah,
we were
like
just
screaming.
We're like, I was like, I have an idea. Let's just scream, and I'll edit it too. You'll see the video. It's pretty funny.
But yeah, by the time before we even got to the park, we're like, ugh, like you could have done that.
Woo, we're here at the Universal.
But yeah, the butterbeer we got. John just got a regular butterbeer, and I
like
got
the
2
classic.
frosted butterbeers because I was really
It's still up to debate whether the Warner Brothers butterbeer
Yeah.
and Universal is
because
better.
they tasted similar. I mean, it's been a couple years since I went to
There's
Warner Brothers
differences.
Studios.
Same for me. So
I thought they were
it's hard
both
to-
good. I liked
They're
them.
both pretty good. Yeah.
I
I feel like from what I remember, I like the Universal better, but I haven't been back to the Warner Brothers in
yeah,
forever. So
and
who
it's gonna be
knows?
hard to compare because one's in London, one's in Florida. Even
don't-
if you were to go immediately from drinking that butterbeer on a plane to London, it'd still be a couple hours until you could test it. So it'd be really hard.
to get that taste. Yeah.
And who knows? Maybe your my for me, London was great and it tasted better because I was in London. I was at the actual set. It was super cool.
London.
And maybe you had a positive experience at Orlando that made it taste better to you. And so like
That's probably
they could probably be the exact same beverage.
They're probably
And it's just
really
based
are.
on your based on
Based on
your
your
emotions,
emotions,
or
'Cause
what
that-
you're going
when
through.
I went to Warner Brothers, it was cold, it was windy, it was awesome. But
Yeah.
I was cold. I was like,
because a lot of that is outside. I mean, you can go see Number 4 Forever Drive. You can walk on
that was
the
so
bridge that you see Harry and Lupin talking on, and the one that Neville destroys in the 7th or 8th movie technically. And you get to walk and see the night bus and all these different cool things. And so yeah, it can get pretty chilly. I think we went around Christmas time. So it was the same thing. Yeah, it was Christmas time because my sister and I went and saw the Harry Potter musical in London.
What's cool about the Universal with the butterbeer and all that, they have the frozen butterbeer as well.
Yeah.
And they also have butterbeer ice cream, which
Yeah, we didn't
comes in a
get-
huge bowl. We didn't get this time, but I've gotten in the past, and it's really good.
Yeah.
You have to share it with someone because it's a lot of ice cream.
Well, I don't.
Maybe you could. Maybe Jake could.
I'm looking down my gut like, well, maybe I can
Maybe.
muster it. But yeah, so that was Universal Studios. We walked back. My feet were killing me. We were hungry, tired, had
So
a
when
little
we
bit of
came home-
headaches. Came home,
What do we
ate.
got? What did we eat?
What did we eat?
What did we eat?
We didn't eat the bison burgers that we were
That
going
was
to.
last night. We had bison burgers last night.
Yeah, they were pretty good. I did a pretty good job making those burgers. I'm
They're
not
so
gonna
good.
lie. I flattened them real flat, like less
You
than a
flattened
quarter of
them
an
so
inch.
flat, and they still came out.
Yeah, they
really
came out
small.
very small and plumpy, and so I was like, well, I'm glad I flattened it out because if they were just like regular patties, they'd just be balls. It'd be meatballs.
Meatball.
Just like put up one on that, and like I mean, it'd be good because
Get ready for some meatballs.
But yeah, I flattened them like big, like about like this big, and then they were like super thin, and then they puffed
like
up to
6
like
inches.
this
or 5
small
inches.
and like an inch or two plump. Anyway, it's still good.
Pretty good. We made homemade French fries.
Yeah, those are
Those were
great.
good. It's always good to fry
Yeah,
your
what
own
did,
stuff.
what did we eat? Oh, it was Hungry Howie's.
Yeah, we had pizza.
We had Hungry Howie's.
Hungry House. So if you remember from our pizza episode, we were talking about our favorite pizzas.
Yeah,
and
pizza place.
I said for my current favorite pizza it was Hungry Howie's.
Yeah.
And that's only really you ever find that on like the East Coast that I
Yeah,
know of.
I've never seen it.
So Jake's never had it. He's
I've never
tried
had it, and it was actually really good.
Yeah.
It was cool because like sometimes you'll get pizza that's really really doughy and other pizza that's really crunchy and crusty, and this pizza it was like spongy but like in a good way, and like the toppings were really good. I love that powder they put on the crust of
The crust,
pepperoni.
yeah, the glaze of
Oh,
garlic, herb,
oh,
butter.
it was so good. And
They
it
have-
was
they
pretty
have
good
lots,
pizza.
They
Yeah.
have lots of different flavors you can put on crust, but that one's my favorite because of the garlic and the herb. Is just
Yeah, and it was so we got
So
pineapple or we got like a Hawaiian and we got
pepperoni sausage.
and they're fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
It's good pizza.
So yeah, when you and Jennifer and the kids come out to Utah, I'll have to take you to my favorite pizza place.
Yes, we got to go to his favorite pizza place, which is what was it?
Lucy's Pizzeria in Orem, Utah.
Lucy's Pizzeria.
It's like a like legit New York style deep dish. Or
That,
not
that
deep-
should be
what?
one of our.
New York style pizza. New York,
There you go. New York style.
I'm
deep
tired.
dish. I think I'm hungry. My mouth is salivating from talking about pizza. I kind of want Hungry Howie's again now.
What are we doing for dinner tonight?
Tonight I don't know. hungry. I'm just kidding.
I would be down.
But I was gonna say that should be our one of our new things. Anytime we travel to a new place together,
Yeah.
to try someone's
Favorite
pizza,
restaurant or
favorite restaurant, pizza place.
Chinese restaurant, sushi
Nice.
place, or like whatever like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that's been our week so far. Today,
yesterday, we went to the park. Just
yesterday.
a chill day.
Yesterday was a nice day. We took some nice footage for you. We're not gonna give you any hint.
Nope, it
but
was fun.
It was hilarious. We went to a big park that Raina loves. It's got
Yeah.
a big pirate ship, got lots of castles, nice swings. Raina loves it.
You know, she was having us do all these different things. Go down this slide. You do this. Help me up.
Yeah, she never likes to leave that park.
No.
But then it's right by a lake.
I did convince her
Not
to
going.
do it though. I said to Brenda, "We'll do one more time, and then we can go down to the dock, and then we can go get ice cream." She's like, "Okay," and then we left.
Yeah, you say ice cream to her, and she is convinced of
Yeah.
anything.
And I don't think she got any ice cream last night.
Yes, she did. She got chocolate ice cream.
Oh, that's right. Okay, she got a little bit of ice cream.
But yeah, and
We saw some
we flew a kite.
alligators.
We saw 2 alligators, and we
Yep.
flew a kite. And wasn't that your first time? You said, or was it been like a long?
I think it was my first
long
time flying a kite. I think. I mean, unless I'm wrong, my parents would tell me. if
Either
I'm
way,
wrong,
he doesn't
but
remember. So
it
this
was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Like, I had way too much more. I had like way too much fun than I should have.
Oh, it was flying
But-
kite is fun. You could just feel the
Yeah,
kites.
it's super cool. Like you
It's
get to run with it. And you can
amazing.
like. Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm gonna have.
it
to
wasn't
get
that
myself
windy,
a kite.
unfortunately, but we
No.
got some good gusts of wind and
Yeah, we got some decent height. No, okay, not really. It was like maybe
probably 20 feet,
up.
20
Yeah.
feet, but still high. And
Yeah, it was
Raina
still
loved
fun
it.
and-
She
oh.
Raina flew a kite for her first time. That was
Yeah.
awesome.
But so I'm probably gonna have to get myself a kite soon.
Yeah,
when
go
I
get
home.
Walmart.
Yeah, but yeah, so we and then we did that, and then we had burgers last night. And it was just kind of a chill
And
night.
tomorrow we're gonna go to the beach.
The beach.
Jake, when's the last time you've been to the beach? Like on the coast?
Probably since Italy.
Italy. That's a long time ago, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was almost. Let's see, I left in 2018. It's been a while.
It's been a long time.
Um,
I go to the beach not that pretty often in the summertime. Yeah, so we're gonna go to the beach tomorrow. And
Yeah.
it's been getting nice
Nice
and warm.
yeah,
for,
it's been like
for
nice
beach weather.
out most of these days.
For beach weather, so it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice and sunny.
Yeah.
Put lots of sunscreen on. When I'm be sunburnt, that's
Yeah.
gonna suck. If you're sunburned on the plane ride,
Yeah.
that's not. Gonna
I've been trying to get my cheek freckles to pop out because I think that'd be fun. And so I literally, this is literally how I did my my sunscreen. I put it on my arms. I missed a spot on my arm. Put it on the back of my neck and on my forehead and around to my chin and neck and everything. But I left my cheeks open to the sun. So maybe my
nice and rosy tomorrow.
So maybe I'll get some cheek freckles. Just because I'm curious, because it's been a long time since I've had them, and I want to see if I look good. But yeah, it's been a pretty chill week. We've kind of had a couple days off, and it's been nice to relax and just kind of chill.
And it's just good to be back with my best friend Jake. And
Yeah,
the
it's-
other J, the first J of Random JJ.
first
Since
J.
it sounds better to say Jake and John rather than John
yeah.
and Jake.
Yeah, even though John was born first.
Here.
Not yeah, like by
I
what,
was-
18 days? Yeah.
Yes, 18 days. I was born on June 4th. Jake was born on June 22nd.
Second. Same
So-
same day as my uncle Jake. We'll have to tell that story sometime.
It's funny how we're both kind of named after our uncles.
Yeah,
I have an Uncle John. He has an Uncle Jake.
Yeah, and Uncle Jake and I have the same birthday.
That's pretty cool.
Almost 18 or 20 years apart, I think. I'll have to do the math.
It's crazy.
But yeah, so that was kind of our week so far, and we're going to the beach tomorrow. On Saturday tomorrow's Saturday. On Sunday I fly out at
Early in the
7
morning
a.m.
again.
So you gotta get me to the
And
airport
we gotta
at
make
5.
sure. Yeah, and so I gotta wake up even earlier.
Um,
What do you do this to me, Jake?
I didn't do it, dude.
You should never have come out. I'm just
Nope.
kidding.
But yeah, and so we're just gonna chill and have a lot of fun, and just gonna. It's mostly just gonna be relaxing for the rest of the time we hang out. But
We're gonna make lots of videos.
yeah, I think So I think our main video is probably gonna be just kind of footage from the week,
React.
and then we're gonna do like a react video. And we got this video.
We got this video. So yeah, that's pretty much it. We're gonna now move on to the word
Of the
weeks.
weeks.
Not, I almost said word of the week. Of the weeks.
All right, so the word of the week is cromulent. Cromulent. Look it up. It's kind of a cool word. You're gonna be like, oh, it sounds like this, like an insult or negative thing. You're gonna read it and be like, huh, that was kind of cool.
I don't even remember what it was. I never remember what word.
What's our
The quote of the week. A river cuts through a rock not because of its power, but because of its persistence.
So even if you're not seeing results, guys, keep being persistent, and you'll see them eventually.
Keep working, keep trying.
The Grand Canyon wasn't carved in a day.
Nope.
It took a long time.
It was carved in 2 days.
Yes. So, our life principle of the week is common sense. If you don't know what common sense is, start thinking before you act.
It's common sense to know what common sense is.
Yes. So just think before you act. You know, if you have a thought of something, maybe think, is this going to offend somebody, or is this going to make someone upset, or is this going to, just think, make good decisions, and have that common sense, and use the good judgment that comes with it.
All right. My favorite color of the week. Now remember, last week was the first week that we started to stray away from Crayola colors because we've been doing that too often.
And
We
we wanna
want
get more
obscure, unique colors. So this week is Gamboge.
Look it up. Gamboge. And cromulent is spelled Cromulent. So look up those and educate yourself. And our joke of the week. Out of all the animals, which is the least interesting?
I don't know, Jake. What is the least interesting animal?
A boar.
Anyway. All right. So, well, that'll do it for us for this week. Thank you for listening, for watching. We hope you enjoyed this time with us.
Yeah.
And
Thanks for just being here with us and spending your time, just whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, whatever.
yeah, it goes back and forth every week, I feel like.
Yeah.
But don't forget to do something good, do something fun, and do something random. And we'll see you next week.
But not in person.
Wait, Jake. We can't end the episode yet. We forgot one thing. We saw something on the freaking
Facebook.
internet, on Facebook. What?
It's like one of those deep thoughts that you have at like 3 a.m. Of all the things that taste like chicken, it's weird that eggs are not one of them.
What? What kind of blasphemy is this?
It's whack. It's so weird.
Chicken. Eggs don't taste like chicken. It's like you say that, and then all of a sudden.
Yeah, eggs don't taste like chicken.